As you saw, I have arrived, and I'm ready every week to sit in this seat and be your news sensation.
David, I'm in the news sensation chat room, and people are saying lots of different things.
Well, thank you, BJ, for that informative report on the internet chat rooms. I'm going to drop in there maybe a little bit later on this evening.
Have you ever done this before? Next time you tell them it's my news sensation. I'm the owner.
Okay, we'll do that next time. We'll do it.
That's right, you're gonna do it or you're out of here. You're canned. Get this off! Get this right to there!
Excellent. Looks like you're pretty qualified for the job. It says here you were an intern for the president. That's a good qualification.
Don't give me confused with the other girls.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, we've got some real screwballs working here. If you didn't notice, have you seen the show before?
Sorry.
Well, there's some really idiots working for me right now, but don't worry, that's going to be under control here pretty soon. We'll have you starting next week on Monday at 8, if that works for you.
Works for me.
Okay, excellent. Just remember, stay by my side, do everything I say, and you'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Capital of Payne County, it's News Sensation with David Crow. Tonight, David welcomes Tom Dorado. Here's your News Sensation now.
Welcome, friends, to Stillwater's newest and most controversial television show, News Sensation. I am David Crow, your News Sensation. Well, tonight from the OSU Cowboy Broadcasting team, Tom Dorado will be stopping by, and a controversial report wanting to know what's up in the dorms. But before we get to anything else, it's news time, folks. Our top story, Campaign 2000, seems to be heating up. Candidates are looking towards South Carolina following wins by Al Gore and John McCain in New Hampshire. It appears, however, George Bush is taking his campaigning less seriously. The Texas governor was spotted making a batch of his world-famous Bisquick flavored heroin. Sadly, in a failed attempt to reach out to his fellow Republicans, Gary Bauer's pathetic attempt to make his own Bisquick heroin almost landed him in the hospital. Hey, hang in there, Gary. You can quit after South Carolina. Trust me. Well, it appears rampant hooliganism is still an ongoing problem across campus. You know, thank goodness for the OSU Police Department. They were there to stop it all. Hey, 4 weeks till spring break, and it looks like you guys just can't take it anymore. Well, baseball's bad boy, John Rocker, has been suspended until May. The league suspended Rocker for comments he made in an issue of last month's Sports Illustrated. So let me get this straight. You're suspending the guy so we can spend more times in the backwoods with his crossbow. Hey, that's great. I bet John Rocker's going to come back with a better attitude than ever. Hey, don't read too many books while you're suspended, John. Hey, well, moving on. Sometimes there are stories journalists wish they just didn't have to cover. Like the one you're about to see. This poor woman can only communicate with family and friends through whistling. You know what really breaks my heart? We have to report stories like these. Well, hey guys, have you seen what's been going on at Carl Blackwell lately? Hey, I don't know about you all, but it looks kind of fun. Finally, News Sensation has obtained exclusive footage of a mass wedding in one undisclosed residence hall this past weekend. News Sensation will bring you more on this story as it becomes available. Well, News Sensation is proud to welcome its newest member, Mike Carnuccio, with his newest segment called Sports Sensation. Mike?
Thanks, David. It's good to be here. Well, sports fans, the People's Champ is on top of the WWF. Look at The Rock dismantle the former Olympic champion Kurt Angle. It's a spine buster. And it's followed by the People's Elbow, of course. That's sealed the deal for Kurt Angle's first defeat in singles competition in the WWF. And in motocross championship racing, folks, some exciting news to tell you about. Last Sunday, championship race featured the contestants starting off in the backwoods, where they traveled 2 miles down to the stable. This was where they pounded a couple Bronsons. Then they went back and hit the home stretch, and this landed them in a van down by the river. Now, all proceeds and sponsorship for this race was by Channel 55. Well, Dave, I got some exciting news to tell you about in the sport.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, in Atlantic City this weekend, you and I will be there for Little Jerry's bout for the cockfighting championship of the world.
I know I grew up a cockfighting fan. I know my dad raised a lot of...
What the Rock
What the hell is going
cooking.
on? Oh, we're in the middle of a sports thing.
What the hell is going on in here?
We're
Cockfighting?
Yeah, we're doing
On my
sports.
sports?
Yeah.
Cockfighting is not a sport.
Who said
Is
it?
thumb wrestling a sport too? We gonna start covering thumb wrestling? I don't think so. Not even Goldberg stands for cockfighting. This is unethical. It's absurd. This isn't news. It's a travesty.
Well,
Hold on, what's your name?
Mine's Mike.
It doesn't matter what your name is. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what the general manager says. And don't smirk, buddy. Let me tell you what the general manager says. The general manager says there will be no cockfighting on his news. And that's where it stands.
I thought he was going to throw it, Mike.
Change. It's coming faster. In this century, it took years for all the world's knowledge to double. In the 21st century, it'll take days. Only those with high-tech skills will excel.
Tower, Spear 1-1, holding short of 1-6. Roger, Spear 1-1 here, clear, Tennessee, 1-6.
I'm getting those skills now in the Air Force. It's given me powerful tools, education, training, and experience to shape my future. With Air Force skills, I can keep up with tomorrow's changes, and so can you.
Well, welcome back to the show. The feedback from last week's edition of David's Drinking Photos has been tremendous. So this week we have even more drinking photos to share with you. This one here was sent in by Matt Howard. If we could get a shot of this right here, the close-up. Matt's a junior at Oklahoma State University, and on his weekends I think he likes to sample Coors Light and Bud Light and various types of beers, I guess. And anyway, Matt had this one he sent in too. This one's of him and his lovely wife, Candy. Here they are. If we could get a shot of this. There they are sharing a 24-pack of Coors Light, Matt's beer of choice. Well, let's see here. Another drinking photo. This one I really like. This one was sent in by Nathan Howard, and he's from Ripley, Oklahoma. And he sent it all the way here to big old Stillwater. If we get a shot of this one. Right here. There we go. Good. This is Nathan and some of his friends out at Lake Carl Blackwell, I guess exhibiting lake safety out there with a few brewskis. So, anyway, Nate, Matt, thank you for sending your pictures in. Well, if you or anybody else has any drinking photos you would like to share with us, please send them to News Sensation, 206 Paul Miller Building, Stillwater, Oklahoma, 74078. If you put your hometown, I will be sure to read it on the air. Well, as you saw earlier in the show, News Sensation's... Wait just a second. Well, it appears someone is trying to instant message me. I believe it's my friend Debbie, who I met after getting to the News Sensation chat room last week after the show. Well, you know, it's hard making friends in real life because people usually just want to be my friend because I'm on TV. But at least I know Debbie likes me for who I am, not because I host Stillwater's most popular and not to mention controversial television show. Well, as I was saying, News Sensation is proud to welcome the newest member of their news team, Mike Carnuccio. Mike dug deep into residential life with his controversial expose showing what's up in the dorms.
I'm Mike Carnuccio. I work on a television show here on campus, and you are Sri-Rom, like CD-ROM. Comment?
No comment.
We can't just ask you a couple questions? Just wanted to ask you about some of the food here, some of the stuff.
I see. I have no comment.
No comment?
No comment.
You can't tell me, like, straight up down, there's no weed in burgers. No weed in the burgers?
I got the idea in my head first, and then I put it together on paper.
No weed in the burgers? Now, on the floor here, is there any ganja, you know, going on around here? Any weed, any pot, any Any exciting stuff like that?
Not on this floor. I heard a girl on the 11th floor got caught for doing it in her room a couple weeks ago.
Mike Carnuccio, news sensation, and we hear there's a big discussion going on in here. There's something funny going on floor 11?
I cannot confirm anything. I just know what I heard. Some girl was doing it in her room and she got caught.
Now, by doing it, you refer to smoking marijuana? Okay. We're going up to floor 11 to investigate a little more. Hi, Mike Carnuccio, news sensation. Wondering if we could ask you a couple questions?
No.
No, okay. You sure?
I didn't get caught for drugs here.
I don't know who it was, but it did happen early in the year that someone did get caught.
And it was here on this floor? So is there any drug trafficking going on the floor?
Not that we know of, because we don't smoke marijuana.
And a lot of the research we've done has brought us here to floor 11. And so we were asking some of the people on floor 11 if they knew anything about marijuana possession or drugs.
Well, what research brought you to 11?
Oh, just, I mean, people that we've asked and people we've interviewed have said, to come up to floor 11.
What people?
Just people around in the dorms and stuff, students.
That's interesting. That's really odd.
Hi, I'm Denise Eggers. I'm a hall director here in Wellington North.
Okay.
Are you escorted by a resident?
Yes, right there.
Okay, what floor are you from? From 41. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take down your information and everything. So, Shannon, do you have paper and pen?
You should watch the show.
Well, as you saw in the report, unfortunately we're unable to finish our business. I believe a couple of the hall directors in Wilhelm had something to say, along with our fine police department here on campus, who don't seem to understand what's state property and what's not, and what's invading privacy and what's not invading privacy. And Mike was here. I was there actually with Mike. I was the cameraman for the piece. And we were entrapped to come back in. We were harassed by police officers for about 30 minutes. And I just want to say one thing. I'm the executive producer of this show, as you all may know. And frankly, the show is supposed to be funny. It's news entertainment. But when we try to do something and we are treated in the way that we were, I find that unfair, and I find it wrong, and I find it juvenile what the two hall directors did. And you both know who you are, and you both deserve to give both of us an apology for the actions that you did. I find it wrong, and I find it deplorable. And frankly, the show's news entertainment. I'll give you that. But we can go over to the dorms, and we can do what we damn well please. And we are not going to be fought by anybody to keep us from going over there. Where we're allowed to go, we're going to go there. Mike, I'm sure you've got a few comments yourself.
Well, I completely agree with you, David. I just don't like the fact that we try to go out and cover a news story, get the students on the campus that are watching this television show and pay to go to the school have a voice, and they have a right to say something. So we're going out to interview them, to get their voice, to let them talk,
exactly.
Let people hear what they have to say. And we're interrupted and not allowed to do that by the chain of command, if you will, in the dorms. And I just don't appreciate that, and I really didn't appreciate how we were trapped back in and cornered and harassed for about 30 to 45 minutes and accused of doing some stuff that we did not do.
Right.
And, at one point, I believe a police officer told us we didn't know how to do journalism, and we were not following all the policies and codes. But we did some checking up on that, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We found out what the policies and codes were.
And we went and got this little booklet right here. Well, show them yours.
Well, we went to Residential Life headquarters in Iba Hall, and we went ahead and got the This is the Life at Oklahoma State, the Policies and Procedures Manual for the dormitories and for all living and living arrangements on campus.
Right. And we went over to the Kerr Drummond area, and we got this lovely Residential Life puke brown booklet right here. And it says nothing in it about not being able to go on public property with a video camera. So Kerr Drummond, Wilhelm, Iba, Parker, Bennett, I don't care where you are. We're coming back next week. We're going to finish Mike's story, and we're going to be there any week we want to show up. So Mike, you and I will be there.
We'll go back.
Take care,
We'll definitely. And to all those students watching right now, you have a voice. You will be heard. Come find us. We'll be in your area, and we'll get you on the TV.
Our email address is newssensation@hotmail.com. Well, we'll be right back with one half of the Cowboy broadcasting team, Tom Dorado. Well, from the news capital of Payne County, to our new friends in Wilhelm, Married Student Housing, all of Greater Stillwater and beyond, this is News Sensation on the OSU Cable Channel.